So one of the added benefits of your one is the short game rhythm it helps you with. This was an accidental feature. We were just messing around at the academy. We had this for a number of months now, and just trying to explain feels, rhythm, tempo to students is challenging. So when you have something that's kind of tactile, it's got a nice weight to it. Watch what's going on here. I've got the full stack, and if it's a bit heavy for you, you can go ahead and take off one of the weights, but I'll leave these on. But I think I like the sensation of the loaded stack, and we're obviously gonna let the carriage gather up down at the dampener because there's no bands at all on here. It's free just to hang down at the bottom. Now here's the sense of this. This is a very rhythmic event where I'm letting the club leverage and load, flee down, and then leverage again as I calmly hold my finishing form. So I'll do that again. I'm gonna let it go down to the dampener, leverage, flee out. You can hear the sound down at the bottom, about where the ball would be. So the feel is this, just let it load, fall, reload. This is a great rhythm and awareness for all these scoring shots. Now, notice how I can change the tempo a little bit. That would be a longer shot. So you can do this peacefully or slightly harder to get different distances. This motion I'm showing you, narrow stance, carriage at the dampener, this motion is a pitch motion that could be effective for any distance from, say, 40 yards to 70 yards. Just a matter of how quicker we pivot in the sense of how we let this leverage condition flee out to the dampener and then calmly rest for a moment here. Please, even if you miss, go ahead and let this dampener fall into this finishing form where it comes back against the grip. So let's hit a couple of shots. Now when you're hitting these, I want you to transfer that feel. Take a golf club, put it in your hands. Go ahead and imagine how the stack is going to come to the grip, flee out onto the ball, and come back to the grip. So as you get organized over a golf ball, narrow stance, find your radius. The radius is just the golf club kind of tapping the grass, not resting on the ground at all. There's patience on both sides. There's a little 30-yard shot, and wait, enjoy that finishing form. Let's do it again. Duplicate that feel. Let the weight stack fall. This is just using the sensations and imagination. Let it flee out. Let it gather up on the grip on the other side. Narrow stance, find your measure. Even though it's a golf club, I feel like I'm using the one. And if we want to hit it a little farther, we can just add a bit more pivot energy. So a great rhythm training exercise, a fantastic scoring shot, short game weapon. Get organized, we'll add just a hint more pivot speed, let it gather. And that's about 40 yards. So you can see the one, not only power, timing, and speed, but how about just timing and finesse? Because now we're letting the stack fall onto the grip in these critical scoring shots, mindful of good positions, timing to a finish. You can see we can do it a little bit more pivot. And notice how I'm on my lead side, knees together, mild side bend. So when I'm going to the target, when I'm done, eyes are mild tilt, water's dripping on my ear, facing the target. Do this exercise, you're gonna hit great scoring shots.